G'day everyone, Audi 555 here. Today I'm back on the CFMOTO 450MT 4x 900 kilometer review. Now this is a bit strange that I would be doing a 900 kilometer review of the bike, but it is an update from my 200 kilometer review of the motorcycle. So stay with me on this one, please. So I didn't really talk about the off-road mode on the last one, so I just want to give you a bit of a demo and how good that is, because it's something that I've really gotten used to using, and I think it's a fantastic feature to have on there. Now obviously it's a dedicated button, you just hold it in and bang, you're in off-road mode. Disables the ABS on the rear as well as disables the traction control. So now you can go and do wheel spins. And you can't see it in there, I don't know, but the dust behind me is throwing up everywhere because it's, you know, it's loving it. It loves off-road mode. And then to turn it off, you just tap it again. Now if you're riding and it comes back on like that, it's just because it's waiting for you to slow down like I'm doing now. Or you could, if I just turn this back on again, I'll just show you it the other way. It's waiting for you to pull the clutch in. So that goes both ways with turning on or off. So if you're not going slow, when you turn it off and on and off, whatever, it won't enable. But anyway, if it's wigging you out, just pull the clutch and it will change. So back to the review, 900 kilometer review. I've gotten a lot more attuned with this bike now. As you can see, I'm just like cruising around. It's like it's nothing here, as well as I could go 100 kilometers an hour on this road. And again, it just feels like it just eats it up. These tires that it comes with, the stock tires, are brilliant for doing anything that's dry. I did try some wet slippery mud and it was awful, but that's probably a lot to do with you know, the nature of the tire, as well as the fact that I'm a beginner off-roader rider. So don't let me let that sway you. So back to the bike, 900 kilometer review. Bike is still bloody awesome. As you can see, I've accessorized it with the taller windshield, as well as my Unicourse sticker there, Unicourse from Bluey, if you didn't know where that's from. I've got the bash plate on here, and I've got the front brake caliper. That's the only three accessories I've got so far, but I do have the tall seat coming, the upper crash bars and lower crash bars, as well as the bars that go around the back there. Back to the update. So my 200 kilometer video, I complained about this high beam switch here, and I'm pleased to announce that it's no longer an issue for me. Let me just push this down, it's rubbing where it shouldn't be. Yeah, no longer an issue for me. It was a simple fix. I didn't have to shave down the button or anything. All it was is I just adjusted this little spinny part here in this clutch lever, and it just changed just a little bit of the geometry between my handlebars and the clutch. And I've maybe tapped it twice since doing that. So that hundreds of kilometers without touching it, I think that's great. So it's good to see it's not an issue anymore. I'm just shutting this off, so let me just open this seat. This is an issue here. So these rubbers have disappeared off the seat. As you can see, all the rest of them are all on there, but these two particularly have made a vacation from my motorcycle and gone somewhere. They're not in here. If they were there, I would have found them by now, but they're gone. So if you do get one of these bikes, the first thing you want to do is super glue those in, maybe even do all of them, let's be honest, as well as these orange things. I've seen on the forums one user has lost one of these orange things, but there are many users that have lost both of these rubbers, just like I have. It's not too much of a problem to ride with the seat without those two rubber things in there, but it does bend a bit, and you can see it's stretching the fabric here because it's pushing it down on an angle further than what it was designed to be. So far so good. No other niggles or anything. It's going very well on this bike. So in today's video, I want to take us for a cruise. We can go on an adventure on the adventure bike, and we're going to go to Gowrie Creek. I'm out here to the west of Toowoomba, the same spot actually as my 200 kilometer review, but in that review I went down that road and turned around and went home essentially after the video. But in today's video I did a little bit of what they call route planning. So I've got us going to something cool. Well, at least it looked cool on the GPS. actually, I do need to show some people one off-road mode while I'm on this video where I'm mashing two videos together. So I put it in off-road mode. Someone actually asked, does it stay in off-road mode if you turn the bike off? So if I turn the key off, it's now off, right? And if I turn the key back on and I start up the bike again, you'll notice that the off-road mode has turned off because I've had to, you know, shut down the bike, all the computer, everything's shut down. Right, so I've turned off-road mode on, and now if I kill it with the kill switch, it's still staying in off-road mode, which is great, right? So if you stop somewhere, you've got a little bit of a pause, you wanted to talk to someone or just take in the view for a minute or so, but you're happy to leave the ignition on, then that's great. And then that stays on, all you do is start up again and still in off-road mode. So hopefully that helps alleviate someone's anxiety about turning off-road mode off when they were meant to leave it on. Alright, so I've just closed my visor now, so my voice is going to sound a bit different. So it's a beautiful day out here. Like, you can honestly see so much more of the world when you have an adventure bike. And I'm so glad I got the 450MT because I'm going somewhere new on it. I have never been down here. I've lived for years and years around here, and not once have I been able to go down here. But now I can, so we're going to go down and have an adventure. So now we're going to be hitting the off-road stuff. So back onto the off-road mode on the 450MT. Bang, straight into it. That dedicated button is amazing. But there is two ways actually to turn that on. See, I could press enter and go to vehicle and then go down to rear wheel ABS, turn that off, as well as traction control and turn that off. So I do have those options in the screen there, but you know, the fact this is a dedicated button that just does it is to me like a dream come true. 450MT, come on guys, if you're on the fence about buying one of these bikes, I honestly think that you can't go wrong. You will love the bike. But if you're thinking, should I get the 450MT or should I get the Himalayan 450, you know, as I said above the video, they're both great bikes, but I haven't ridden the Himalayan 450 yet, so I have no idea how that goes. But I would imagine the best way to choose between the two is just to sit on both of them, see which one feels more comfortable for you as a rider, because capability wise they're pretty capable bikes in their own rights. But as you can see, stock tyres, slightly muddy track here, not a problem whatsoever, just cruising along, living the dream, standing up on foot pegs, and it's great. And sitting down as well, it's easy to control this bike. It is a little bit cramped for me because I'm tall and I do have the small seat, but you just get used to it. You just put up with it, and it's not a problem. You know, you just get used to the dynamics. You feel for it. You get used to the pedals, and that will all change when I get the taller seat, and I'll have to get used to that. But so far, so good with the smaller seat. So this is really good. This bike is loving this stuff. People have been talking a lot about doing the 15 teeth front sprocket mod, and I think that's probably okay to do. It's got plenty of torque, it's not going to struggle off-road with it, and you'll get probably better performance off-road at higher speeds and on-road at high speeds as well. So we're coming up to our destination here. We just got to go underneath this bridge here. There's a pack of wild wolves up there. Let's investigate this a little bit further. Yeah, they look deadly, don't they? Nah, they're cows. Of course I know they're cows. They're on the other side of the river, so I'm not scared. Oh, look at this. This is mad. Like, who would come here? No one. Look at this. Underneath a bridge. And it's muddy. Do some red bomb. But look at this. There's an old bridge there. It's probably over 100 years old. That's the pier remains of it. And it's got this nice concrete bridge for the railway line above me. And of course a dumped 44-gallon drum in there. Oh, this mud is not too bad. It's actually pretty cool. Oh look, you know, if you're out here for a while, you could choose which clothes you wanted to wear as well. You know, there's plenty of clothes out here. It's very strange too. But anyway, spidey sense. Pulled over for the car. So my destination is actually the bridge that goes across that little creek there. Of course, that's Gowrie Creek. And we've made it. We've made it, team. And you've also made it to the end of this video. But we could have a little sticky beak here, and why not? Let's take a photo, because you know, an old creek in the background is something that looks a little bit cool, doesn't it? So this could be the thumbnail. So you stuck around this long to wanting to know where the thumbnail was taken, and well, you've got your answer. Isn't that amazing? This modern world we live in. Oh my goodness, look at these shells. There's some sort of freshwater aquatic snail. Well, as you can see, it's the water is gushing through here. It's a beautiful scene. It's a dreary old day, but if I came here on a nice sunny day, I would imagine like having a dip in this water after a hot day's riding would be one of the best ways to end the day, I think. And one of the best ways to end this video is me stopping babbling on like a babbling brook and do the outro. So 450MT 900km review, still an awesome bike, still fantastic, still kicking goals, still taking me to places interesting, and I'm still loving it. Highly recommend. And as usual, keep safe out there on the road, stay on two wheels and not on your head. And I'll see you all next time. Later!